The next section is content marketing. So I want you to, the first question is, I want you to name 3 things that you can teach your audience. This could be related to the value proposition earlier, but this is more specific about content. So if you had to teach something, if right now I'm teaching you a skill, what 3 skills could you teach to your audience? Remember, to that specific person that we laid out, what could you teach them? New skill, new workflow, a new app that you knew about, a new website, a new way of writing something, a new style of writing. The idea behind, I want to teach my audience, you're thinking about it. I want you to get into the mindset of like, how can I create value for my audience? How can I think about what they need? How can I think about, how can I deliver value to them? We hear this like, deliver value. What does that really mean? It's just, thinking about what can you offer them that they would say, thank you so much for giving me this. I'm really appreciative of it, and it kind of makes their life better, makes their business better. Of course, the lawnmower guys started outside. Perfect. All right, so the next question is, list 3 opinions about your industry that you feel strongly about. There's a method to this. It's not just, I'm not just asking you randomly to give me your opinion about your industry, but what's going to start to separate you from the rest of the service providers or people in your industry, in your space, is that you actually have a perspective on things. You have, not only can you do something at a high level, but you can also understand things. You're thinking about things. We all have opinions about our own industry, the problems we see in the industry, what we like about our industry. So I want you to write out 3 maybe divisive opinions about, maybe what's something that you feel really strongly about in your industry that maybe other people don't feel about. For me, like with creative, in the kind of creative space, I feel that, creators like us, we don't really pay ourselves enough, and we kind of lack the self-confidence to kind of ask for the price. So my opinion is that I feel that creators should ask for more money and should kind of not be afraid to talk about pricing or talk about, charging for what they're worth in early conversations with their clients. That's an opinion I have. And then you would list out 3 other opinions. Okay. If you had 15 minutes, so again, a lot of these are going to have some constraints. If you had 15 minutes, how would you teach your audience something new? If I told you to scramble, set a timer, you got to put the camera on your face, you got to write a blog post, you got to post something on Instagram or on Twitter in 15 minutes, what is something that you would teach your audience and make it something valuable? Like what, again, these are all just ways to kind of, I want you to get let these be little kind of hypothetical situations. I don't literally mean, if you had to, I'm only giving you 15 minutes to do something, but think in that mindset, think in that constraint mindset that if you were limited in time right now, it's, I think we overestimate how much time something takes, especially like content like this. We kind of overestimate that, it's, one video or one podcast episode or one blog post, that'll take me all day. That'll take me 8 hours. If we kind of work in the time that we're given. So if I only gave you 15 minutes to work on something, I think you'd be surprised how much you could actually get done in 15 minutes. Next question is, what can you give away for free? So yes, you charge your services, you charge for the products that you sell, but what is something that you could give away for free? And I want to separate this a little bit from content. Yes, obviously content is mostly free. A majority of it, super majority of it's free. The videos that you're watching, the podcast that you listen to is all free. What is something that may be valuable to you, whether it's a template like this or whether it's, a private course or a personal, is it a 15-minute call with you? Is it a private, join you a private Slack channel? What are some things that that would kind of hurt a little bit to give away for free? And I'm saying this especially in this context where I've seen a lot of people start to discount things, then start to everything's 50% off, everything is 60% off, when it's actually a premium product or it's like a high quality product. Like if you're coming off as a premium product and you're giving away, Ferrari doesn't discount, Apple doesn't discount. So especially, and again, how I feel about, the creative space in general, I think we should be charging more for our work. But what is something you can give away for free? Because when you give away something for free, it's a little bit different than a discount. So think about that. All right. And then finally, before we move on to the next section, is I want you to set a timer for 5 minutes and write down everything you know about your industry or business. So this is the David C. Baker's drop and give me 20 method. This is the kind of drop and give me 20 method. If I gave you 5 minutes and you had to write down as much as you know about the industry, all the insights, all the knowledge that you have, what would you write down? Facts, figures, little tiny nuances that you know about your industry that maybe no one else knows about. So, and I want you to stop here. I want you to stop at this point. Don't proceed until you go on to the next step, because really this is loading up your ammo. This is all we're putting together all the resources here